with a specialist when it comes to, shall we say, using the right products for your skin and unbunking or debunking this thing that is called skin brightening and skin lightening, which I said earlier, I have no idea what the difference is. For me, I thought it was the exact same thing, but apparently it is not. So we are joined in the studio by Martha Shiloane, and she's here to just walk us through the differences and what is actually good for your skin. Martha, how are you doing? Welcome to the Upside.
Thank you for having me. I'm good. Thank you. How are you guys?
We're good.
Oh, fantastic.
You look amazing.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I was taught today that Martha, as you can see on the screen right now, at Channel Africa on Facebook and YouTube and at Channel Africa 1 on TikTok, that the glow that you see on her face, that is called, it's highlighting. They've highlighted, and I think that is brilliant. I'm going to use it everywhere now. Whenever I see someone,
highlight girl.
I like that highlight. I like that glow. Tell us about your journey into this cosmetic space, the beauty space, Martha, because you are an expert at this. You counsel and you guide people. So that means that you must have a background and a proper technical and practical understanding of the skin and what works best for it.
Yes, so my history comes from skincare therapy, right? Growing up, I wanted to actually become a dermatologist. So I've always been intrigued by the skin, intrigued at how it works and how we can heal it, right? So I started off as skincare therapist. So a skincare therapist basically just does your facials. You go to a spa, you do your skin facial, and they just massage your skin, they put on products, and then they give you a temporary glow. Right?
Okay.
And then after doing that, I did that for 10 years. After doing that, I developed a keen interest in medical aesthetics, right? So medical aesthetics is different in that it goes deeper into skincare. Product formulation, what the active ingredients are, what they do for your skin, and how you can heal the skin so that you can prevent any premature aging, pigmentation, so that you don't go and fall for those bad things that people use on their skin for lightening their skin. So after that, because of that rather, I went to go work with cosmetic surgeons. I worked with cosmetic surgeons and assisting them pre and post op to see how the skin heals and what the implications are during and after doing surgery. And then that's where my skincare knowledge as well lengthened, because I would assist them in some of the treatments that they do, your Botox, your fillers, when people come in for liposuction and all of that, how the skin heals, how the scars heal as well. So I realized that I can fill in the gap after you see the surgeon in treating your skin to make sure that the results that from what you've done rather are more long term. So that's where I come in with medical aesthetics. So even when I recommend product, it's very rare that I recommend over-the-counter products. It's more medical grade product because the active ingredients in those products are more heightened. The results are much quicker as well. Yeah.
Did you just admit that over-the-counter products are not really optimal for skin?
My example would be prescription med and self-medication. You have a normal headache right now. You go and you get a Panadol, right? But then that headache persists. It turns into a migraine. Other conditions develop on your body, right? What do you do then? You go see a doctor. This is where I would come in. You come see a skin specialist, which is me. Then I will recommend something that is much more potent, something that is much more pinpointed to whatever it is that you are concerned about in your skin, and to give you long-term results. Yes.
Something concentrated for the problem.
Exactly, that's the word. More concentrated for the problem.
I'm trying to concentrate, but I can't, because I'm just looking at your skin. Not a wrinkle, not a pimple, not a rise, not a crystal. You are the perfect person to talk about this, because your skin is amazing. And I think we've had issues. You mentioned that you've been in the sector for over 10 years now.
Yes.
Which is enough time to see sort of pigmented women like you and I.
Yes.
We've had so many issues,
Exactly.
makeup products not, fitting our skin profile,
Yeah.
or just, hyperpigmentation, issues like that.
Yeah.
So how have you seen the evolution of that? Are things getting better? And are you noticing that black women are and melanated people are generally now paying attention to the treatments that are out there that they now have access to, where it wasn't always the case?
Exactly, absolutely. So when I started 10 years ago, even going into medical aesthetics, for me as a lady of color, it was a bit difficult because even when I would conversate with somebody that's the same skin tone as me and say, I want to do this, they don't understand because it was always said to be something for Caucasians, right? So over the years, a lot of the clientele has learned to educate themselves. There's quite a lot of information out there. There's quite a lot of education. So because of that education, I'm seeing a lot more melanated clients right now. A lot of my clientele is based off of melanated skin. Right. I'm seeing a lot of melanated clients. And what I love about the clients that specifically come to me, they come with a base of education. They know that there's specific products, specific active ingredients and formulations that are not suited for them and their skin. So they obviously don't know which direction to go. So that's where I come in to educate them more. My base standard is education so that you know what you're doing on your skin, why you're doing it on your skin, and what impacts it'll have on your skin.
Are you seeing more men also?
Yes, I am actually. As of lately, I had to even launch like a men's new menu page because a lot of them, they were not even understanding the treatments the way I placed them because automatically a lot of men think that this is for women. And it's not true, especially with what I do specifically, which is skincare treatments and not facials. Yeah.
No, the modern man nowadays, they take care of themselves. They groom, they go facials, manicures, pedicures, which is fantastic. What I want to know, Martha, is what is the difference between skin brightening and skin lightening? Is there a difference?
Yes, there's a huge difference. So even legally on your product, you can't put that a product is going to lighten your skin if it has not been proven to do that, right? So skin lightening is, let me start off with brightening. So brightening, that is the amazing part. That's what gives you the glow. So it works with your skin, right? There's certain things on your skin that may impact or internally that may impact how your skin looks. Saying that your skin feels like it looks dull. You have a little bit of discoloration where you're like, okay, I know my skin tone or complexion to be this way, but of late I'm seeing it looking slightly darker than what I know it to be. So that's when we brighten. Brightening through hydration, through repairing your skin's barrier so that its healthiest can come out. That's a glow. That's when you've brightened the skin, right? And then skin lightening. When you lighten something, you make it shades lighter. Right? Then with lightening, you are changing your skin's formulation, or rather you're changing your skin's reaction to products, or you're changing your skin's melanin. Right? You're inhibiting the melanin that your skin produces. So you lose quite a lot of color in your skin. Your barrier becomes thinner. Right? So when your barrier becomes thinner, it becomes more weakened. That's how you also get the lightening effect. Because remember, melanin in the skin, its role is also to protect us. So now when you remove that protection factor from your skin, you weaken the skin. Yes, temporarily, you'll get those results that you want. But long term, because you have destroyed your skin's mechanism to protect itself, you're going to get adverse results. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, I need to know the difference between, I mean, why would I come to see you as opposed to a dermatologist? Or is it a thing of pathology? Like it's got to be a really serious problem, perhaps, for me to go to a dermatologist. What is the difference?
So most of the time I do work with dermatologists as well. I still affiliate myself with dermatologists, with the surgeons and aesthetic doctors, because there's certain things that I am not well versed with, right? So how I would recommend my clients to a dermatologist is first line of defense, they would come to me, right? To say, I've been seeing this problem. I've tried 1, 2, 3, 4, which is like basic products. It's not helping me, right? They come to me. with me and my knowledge of the skin, I'll be able to see and say, okay, from what I can see on your skin, this is not an issue I can solve. This is a systemic issue that needs somebody with more knowledge, with more experience, that can assist me, help you get the results that you want, right? So sometimes for something as simple, well, not really simple, but on the topic of pigmentation, right? There's systemic pigmentation that is caused by internal factors that I won't be able to determine fully by just looking at you or from just talking to you. Those things may need blood work for us to figure out what is causing that inflammation that is turning into pigmentation. Now that's where medical professionals come in. That's where a doctor comes in. That's where a dermatologist comes in. So we'll work together in that. I'll also maintain what the dermatologist has done for you or what they've recommended for you. I maintain the results more long term, that you'll see me monthly, whereas you'll see the dermatologist every now and then.
Before we get into recommendations that I'm sure our lovely listeners would appreciate and find great value in, what to use on my skin, daily routine, and so on and so forth, you were touching on the skin lightening element and how it removes the melanin and pigmentation there. Is it reversible? Once someone has gone through something like that, is it reversible?
That is quite tricky, right? Because the thing is that you're not necessarily removing the melanin. So there's melanocytes, which are the cells that produce melanin. We all have the same amount, roughly, right? But it's the amount of melanin your cells produce, right? That is determined by internal factors and external factors. Let's say with you, for example, you're a lady. There are hormonal factors as well that affect a lot of ladies that can lead to pigmentation, such as melasma. All right. And then with you as a guy, there's certain pigmentation that you can get from shaving. So that is more topical, or even medication that applies for everybody. Internal other factors like illnesses, right? And all of that. So the melanin, like I said, has and protects in the skin. So now if you inhibit that production of melanin, is that you're inhibiting one of the protecting factors for your skin. Reversible, I don't want to confidently say yes, but we can try our best to repair your skin's barrier, to try to send a signal to the skin to say, hey, now that we're no longer attacking or inhibiting the production of melanin, you can start relaxing and produce sufficient melanin to try and protect the skin. That is not an overnight thing, because obviously what you've done, the damage that you would have done is not an overnight damage. So it takes a bit of time to re-educate the skin as well.
Yeah, because it takes a long time to damage it.
Exactly.
So you need time to fix it.
Exactly.
Okay, so we are getting into, I guess, more drier months. And also, you know, with the climate change that we're seeing, people have a lot of climate anxiety because you don't know how long the heat is going to last. You don't know when it's going to rain. And that affects our skin. And that affects the health of our skin. So with the transition that we're about to make into autumn, you know, what is the advice? You know, especially perhaps if we could use Southern African climates as an example, you know, where there's a lot of heat, and then there's certain coastal areas that are a little bit more humid. How do we need to take care of our skin, and not just our faces, but our skin from head to toe?
Okay, I'm a firm believer in holistic health, right? I do not treat your skin off of face value, that I look at your skin and say, okay, from what I can see, your skin is dehydrated. So during the winter months, you need to use products that are doing this and this and this. I look at your diet. I look at your lifestyle, including your work as well, because that plays a huge part. You guys are in this environment. Most of the time, it is an aircon environment. So now I won't be able to recommend a product for you that will be similar to somebody that works outside, for example, that does construction work. That is different for them. But my main thing is, like I said, hydration and keeping the skin barrier intact. So during the winter months, hydration is of key, right? Depending on your skin type and skin condition, try to stay away from more oil-based products if obviously you have more acne-prone skin. And also, even with the oil-based products, for somebody that has dry, dehydrated skin, approach them with caution, because sometimes they can clog your pores if it's not suited for your skin. Yeah.
You know what? I'm sure there's a listener right now who's getting ready to write their shopping list for the next month of March. And they want to know, what products do I need to stay away from? Are there certain active ingredients for the skin that I need to stay away from, and those that I absolutely need to get?
Okay. Number one that you need to always have a sunscreen. You always need to have sunscreen. The more you protect your skin or assist your skin in protecting itself, the less adverse reactions you'll have. Sunscreen helps prevent premature aging. It helps prevent dehydration on the skin. It prevents moisture loss on your skin, right? So sunscreen is number one. Okay. Obviously, a good cleanser to cleanse your skin, right? And a good moisturizer. Those are the three basics. Cleanse, moisturize, and sunscreen, right? Three basics. But then if you want to add on, depending on what you are concerned with on your skin, I always recommend a good serum, but always approach serums with cautions, right? I wouldn't necessarily say don't go buy an active serum, especially an exfoliating serum. They're usually labeled as BHAs and AHAs, which is alpha hydroxy acid or beta hydroxy acids. Okay. So I don't recommend people going to just buy those acids, because what acids do, apart from, yes, they do assist in brightening the skin, they do assist in healing the skin. If you get the wrong one for your skin type, you may end up causing the opposite of what you want to achieve, right? So let's say you want to treat pigmentation, you go for an active like glycolic acid. It's a good active, but it's also been researched to be used with caution amongst black skin, right? We need to use it with caution in terms of its potency as well into the skin. So I never really recommend alpha hydroxy acids for clients to use at home. That is my recommendation. But in terms of other serums for hydration, definitely. For helping assist brighten the skin, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Listen, my one recommendation, please don't do this yourself, okay? Whether you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s and above, don't do this. You've got to see somebody like Martha who will, you know, because also our skins go through different things depending on what age we are as well.
True.
Right? So there's just so much product on the shelves. I really just don't think anyone should do it on their own. So where can we find you? I definitely need a consultation. Where do we find you?
You can find me on social media. My business name is Luxe Glow Aesthetics on Instagram and TikTok. My personal name is Martha Shiloane. And then if you need to contact me, maybe you're not sure what you need to book for or what you need to do, you can contact me on 060-167-0349. Then I'll be able to advise you in terms of what route we need to take, because obviously we have to do the consultation process, which is a lengthy process for me to get to understand you and tailor make your treatment plan for you as well.
Love it. I'm getting a treatment. I want to be fine like wine. Thank you, Martha. It was wonderful to meet you, and this advice was so invaluable. We're going to post this as a YouTube video so you can reference it whenever you need some help. It's 2 p.m.
SABC News. The African Perspective.
Top stories this hour. South Africa welcomes a man trapped in Russia